first question is, what documents do I need to upload to gettaxpoint.com to get my taxes started? You would go to our website, gettaxpoint.com, click on Start Filing Now, and it actually has a form that you fill out with your information, your phone number, email, and of course, you're allowed to upload your documents directly to our site. It's very secure. It uploads your identification, social security number, and income documents. However, if you do not have everything, no worries. You can always upload documents as they come in. Reach out to us at gettaxpoint.com if you have any questions or anything that any concerns. We'd be happy to assist you. Second question, how do I know if I'm going to owe or not? There's only one way to know, and that's to get a quote from us at gettaxpoint.com. Most of the time, if you've paid or overpaid your taxes for the year, you're usually due a refund, along with if you qualify for credits and deductions. Sometimes if you underpay or you make much more money than you usually make, you may end up, or you make more money, you may end up owing, and that's okay also. We can still file your taxes, and you can either pay in payments or you can pay in full. But if you need a quick answer, we can provide you with an estimate or a quote. Go to gettaxpoint.com and we'll be happy to assist you. The third question that we were asked by one of our followers is, how do you know whether or not you've received an actual IRS letter or email or phone call? And I'm here to tell you, IRS does not call you, and you will not get an email from them. You will, however, receive letters from the IRS. You just want to ensure that the letterhead is from the IRS, and you can verify the phone number and addresses that it's coming from. If you're getting something via email or phone, usually that may be something fraudulent, and you want to go ahead and go to a website, which is irs.gov, and determine if it's the correct phone number, or give them a call yourself. If you're still unsure, go ahead and reach out to us here at gettaxpoint.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. Next question is it true that filing early gets you your refund faster? In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. Usually, if you're waiting past later in the season, yes, you might see a delay. Usually tax returns are received back if you're owed money within 7 to 21 business days. Now, if you wait until well over tax season, yes, you'll definitely see a delay. So file your taxes as soon as possible. If you need any assistance, go to us at gettaxpoint.com. So next question. Worked a W-2 job and did DoorDash or Uber on the side. How does that affect my taxes? So here it is. So W-2 jobs usually will deduct taxes for federal tax, Medicare, and Social Security. So you usually have that amount deducted from your income. And a majority of the time, depending on how much you make, it'll be sufficient to cover your income taxes. Now, for Uber and Lyft and DoorDash, these are 1099 jobs usually, and that means most of the time taxes are not withheld. So unless you have been setting aside the monies or paying them quarterly, you more than likely will owe. You may be able to balance that out with your W-2 earnings and federal taxes that have been withdrawn if you probably chose to do withholdings. However, if you haven't, no worries. We can still see if you are qualified for any credits or deductions that may assist you in not owing anything or quite as much. But we can definitely give you a quote. Of course, again, reach out to us at gettaxpoint.com. Okay, one more question here, guys. What expenses can I legally deduct without raising red flags to the IRS? Well, jokingly, I would say actual expenses. No fake expenses. Don't make up numbers. Make sure that you have proof of the spendings and make sure they are relevant to what you're doing, whether it's your job or any types of deductions that you can earn for home, children, and things like that. But as far as red flags, there are some things that may raise red flags, and we'd be happy to go over them with you depending on your tax situation. You can always reach out to us at gettaxpoint.com. Next question is, what's the difference between a tax return and tax planning? Well, a tax return is usually what you receive after you've filed your taxes for the year if you are owed back money via whether it's through credits or deductions or just simply overpaying your taxes. As far as tax planning, a majority of people should tax plan, especially if you make over a certain amount of money and you usually end up owing. Or your quarterly, you need to pay quarterly taxes, especially if you are self-employed, you own a business, and so on and so forth. Tax planning is always great to do. That way you don't end up at the end of the year owing a large sum of money and having to break it down on payments or fall into that circle where you're actually paying all year long because you're a little behind each year. So if you need assistance in figuring out whether you need tax planning, reach out to us here at gettaxpoint.com and we'll be happy to assist you. So, last question, what are the most common mistakes people make when filing their taxes on their own? Well, there are some mistakes that people may make. For instance, they may choose wrong deductions, wrong credits. They may not actually file properly the right forms. They may leave things out. Simple situations that could simply be avoided by asking the right questions to the right people. So if you're considering filing your taxes and you're a little stumped onto what you can or cannot file for, we're always here to help you out. You can always reach out to us at gettaxpoint.com and we'll be happy to assist you. Most of the time, if it's something that you're in question of, it's always good to seek out a professional.